So here we are, my first Madden game in months. Did I go in practice mode? Did I try to get settled in? Nah, we went right to the game, and we're going to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Right here, I'm fielding the ball, using the Eagles, and we're going to get our game on in Madden 16. So here we go, my first game in Madden 16 since about October. And we got an offense ready to roll, and my quarterback just wants to throw the ball to the sideline, maybe to the Wooder boy, maybe he just wanted to give someone work, maybe the ball boy looked bored, so he just threw it out of bounds. I don't know, the guy's wide open, that's just what he decides to do. So we're back second down. So I know that he's in cover 3. So what I do is I put X on a vertical, and I know that the corner route will be open. Hopefully he's going to run over to Y, so I can occupy him with that. And he does stay over to that side of the field, but my receivers run into one another. So right now we're 2 great plays, and we just have no results. So we're going to run it again, because that's what we do in Madden. I know it's going to work because it's supposed to work against this defense, and it finally does. So we get the first down. At this point, I'm thinking to myself, let's get the running game going. So we're going some fullback dive, and we're right up in his face with the run game, getting about 8 yards. And we continue with the run game. Ryan Matthews with the ill spin, getting about 9 yards. Here we are, back to the air, using a play that absolutely murders zones underneath. As the slant pattern comes across, you can see it occupies the zones and pulls them out of the area. The corner post on Y is absolutely open, and we throw a laser right to him for the touchdown. So we're on defense. We're up 7-0, and we're thinking that we're just going to play this smart. I'm just going to play some soft coverage to start off, see what he has, see what he's bringing to the table, and then I send an edge blitz right in his face. Nobody's open. And why is nobody open? Because I'm lurking in the middle. So I'm covering the guy underneath. I notice the guy up top coming across, and I'm about to run over there and get the pick because I know that's where he wanted to go, but it looks like he decided to throw the ball away, which was a good choice. He then throws the ball in the triple coverage and doesn't get the catch. So it's now 4th down. So on 4th down, I decide to send the house. So I'm sending a blitz that's going to open up the A-gap, and it's going to tackle him immediately. I know that I have to make some different coverage adjustments in the back just to make sure that he can't get a quick pass off, and I'm underneath ready for it. So the A-gap opens up, and bang, I'm right in his face, and now it's my ball. So I decided at this point, again, to go with the run game, and we're making cuts. Ryan Matthews is getting busy, he's breaking tackles, he's spinning, he's falling forward, and that just continues here. So we get down to the goal line, and what do we decide to do? We decide to run fullback dive, but I snapped the wide receiver in the wrong hole. I thought it was going the other way. So it's 4th down, big time situation. I rush the pass and I throw it a little bit too early. It was open, but he gets to stop. So right now, 7-0 still. But Fletcher Cox comes through clutch with the strip, and we get the ball back at the goal line, but this time we're playing no games. We're running toss, we're hitting the outside edge, and we're styling on them. Jumping into the end zone, extending that ball, showing you that we're scoring in style. So here we go, back on the defensive side of the ball, and he's running no huddle almost every single play. Now I'm up 14-0, and I don't want to take too many risks, so I just run a standard defense, but I come down and hit stick him and push him back behind the first down marker, and we get the stop. So right here, we're running an absolute cover 3 destroyer out of the trips bunch, and we absolutely annihilate it, throwing it to the corner on the C pattern, and we're good. Right here, we're running the screen, and I know this is a great play call. My rust really is a factor here, as I know that this play is open either to the halfback or to the tight end, and my reads just weren't quick enough. He was on the running back, and I didn't dump it off to my tight end, which would have been a touchdown. But that's where the rust comes in. Got to get more games in. So right here, we're running the same play going to the corner, and he actually makes a really great play coming around the edge and getting me for the sack. Not to be too crazy here, we're just going to take our 3 and we're going to like it up 17-0. So right here, we're on defense, and this time he wants to really get the running game going. I'm coming down with the hit stick, but I don't get the tackle. He shrugs me right off. And he's again running no huddle, and this is every single rip. Running no huddle. So again, he tries to run the ball. No, he doesn't. It's a play action. He throws over the middle, over top of my linebacker, and underneath of my safety, which is the absolute sweet spot on the play action. Right here, he's running power O. He gets stuffed for like a yard. So the running game isn't looking too swell for him. Luckily for me, his receiver got hurt. So now he's back into the huddle. Right here, he tries to get busy with the pass game, throwing to the flat. He's doing well with that. I go over to manually cover it, and now he's going deep, hitting me over top of my linebackers and underneath my safety in that sweet spot. He's running with Jamal Charles, thinking that he's going to get some running yards, but the defense is too stout. We're not giving up any yards on the run game. This time he throws in the coverage. I actually put my defensive end man on that player because I knew he was going to try to hit the seam, and it worked out. He threw the ball right into my defender's head, and right now we have all of his receivers manned up from the inside as well as zones all over the field, and no one is open. He forces the ball in the coverage on 4th down, and we get the turnover. So right here, we're back on offense. Looking good. Motion our running back over to the left side, hoping that it occupies him or he leaves him open. As I know that the defense that he's in, he will be open. And we get the user catch. Getting big over on the corner ball with Zach Ertz. So now at this point, I know that he's running cover 3 almost every play, so it's time to bust out a cover 3 annihilator. So we're going to occupy that middle safety, and we're going to throw underneath of him and to the outside of him. And the way that we do that is with this play right here. So check out the play art. It's PA post out of the trips bunch, and we have the pattern that goes to the outside and then back across inside, which stays underneath of that deep defender, and we put Y, our tight end, on a vertical. That's going to occupy the center field defender in cover 3. He has to respect that. If he doesn't respect that, he's going to give up a bomb. So we put that guy in a situation where no matter where he goes, he's wrong. So we're going to throw the ball across right on the opposite side of that safety, and Riley Cooper, mullet and all, flapping as you see him run, but maybe that mullet has too much drag because he gets caught right before the goal line, but we're able to QB sneak it in for 6. So on defense, we're back out here. We have a big lead, not trying to do anything too crazy. He throws the ball in the coverage right before the half, and he doesn't get it. So we're on defense starting the 3rd quarter. I'm playing the middle of the field. He's running screen against man, and that don't work. So he throws it, and he gets tackled very quickly. Again, he's running no huddle. He doesn't care. I don't know what he sees. I'm not really quite sure, but I know that I'm going to make adjustments regardless. So if he wants to run no huddle, I'm quick enough to do it, and we almost get the user pick. Our player just short arms it. He makes a really good play here, running the out pattern against man, and he smokes my corner. Very good play, very good decision. So at this point, I know that I have to switch to his zone because he's pretty hip to what I'm running. So I switch to his zone, I make some adjustments, and I wind up playing that receiver, and I just miss it with my user, and my computer player just misses the ball. He's just throwing the ball completely reckless, throwing it all over the place in the coverage, and I know that eventually he's going to throw a pick. So right here, he runs the play action, he throws it up, and he gets, oh, nope, he doesn't. I contest it with my user and rip the ball out using the strip button. It's 4th and 17. So I'm making sure that he's not going to be able to get the ball deep. So I just run man cover 2, and he's in double coverage, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. That's Madden. So I pick the right play, he picks the wrong play, throws it in the coverage, and gets rewarded for it. And that's the way that Madden 16 works. So right here, we get the ball back. We got to do something big. A quarterback throws the ball out of bounds, overthrows it. We know that he's running cover 3, so we're going back to that cover 3 destroyer. And my quarterback, once again, throws the ball kind of weird and throws it up into the safety, and we don't get the play, even though it's the right play call. So right here, we're going to run it again. We don't even care. And his defensive tackle just rips right in and gets me. So because of that, I turn the ball over. So right here on defense, we're really cooking. He's throwing the ball in the coverage. Like, look at this. Are you kidding me? He throws the ball into a bracketed receiver on a curl. I have underneath and over top coverage, and he gets rewarded for it with the catch. What's going on? At this point, I'm getting kind of worried. I think the game's going to kind of screw me over here. He winds up running a drag on 4th down by the goal line, and he gets the score. So right now it's 24-14. I'm back on offense. I know that I have to make some plays. I run the cover 3 destroyer again, and the quarterback just overthrows the ball. I can't win. So right here, we do have another play that beats cover 3, and this play, the tight end comes underneath of that safety, and we throw it, and we actually do get the catch, even though it was a way tighter throw than the throws that the quarterback was missing earlier, which doesn't make any sense to me, but again, that's Madden. So we run the play that we ran earlier, where the corner post winds up coming through that area where the slant vacates the zones, and then we're going to stick to the run game. We're running the ball up in his face, making sure that we're scoring 6. So here we are in the 4th quarter, up 31-14, And I know that I just need one stop. If I get one stop, this guy most likely is going to concede. So we're not going to run anything too risky. We're just running man cover 2, and I'm all over it on the user, but I just can't get the user pick. So what I decide to do here as an adjustment is I let the yellow play the yellow, and I pick the guy that's manned up on the running back. So that gives me an extra defender over the middle in case he wants to try to throw that pattern again. So I cover that pattern, he sees it's covered, he goes deep and winds up throwing the pick, so I get the stop. I actually went in to try to user pick it, and you can see that I jumped. And that wasn't really what I tried to push. I actually hit Y as the ball came in, but it registered as a jump. So he winds up conceding, and that's my first game back to Madden. So if you haven't already, be sure to click that subscribe button, as I'm going to be posting tips every single week for Madden 17. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this video. It's Gleez signing out, and continue to game strong.